Hello, everybody. I'm starting a couple minutes early, but it's me, Liz, on behalf of Class Act, and I am hosting Inspirational Thursday tonight. And for tonight's video, we're going to be playing around with some Katy Sue toppers. And we're going to try to make some really cute cards. So here's one that I made prior to tonight. And I think for tonight's video, we're just going to keep it nice and simple and classic and see what we can come up with. But yeah, it's going to be fun. So thank you guys so much for joining. Hello, Kathy, Suzanne. Thank you guys. I hope everyone is as excited as I am. Should be fun. So yeah, I'll just give everybody a couple minutes to kind of filter in, and then we will get started. Meanwhile, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It's almost the weekend, so if you're not, stay strong. You got one more day. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Joanne. Thank you guys for coming and joining me on tonight's adventure. We're going to be playing with the Katy Sue toppers, and I chose specifically the poinsettia basket because when I saw this one, I kind of fell in love. I think it's really cute. Hi, Sue. Oh, hi, Suzanne. Oh my goodness, such a popular name, eh? All right. So, yeah, it's almost 7:30. I'll wait until 7:30 and then we'll dive right into things. But I'll give you a quick breakdown. So basically, as with most topper sets, you have different layers and you kind of add the layers together with pop dots in between. But the difference between Katy Sue toppers and the majority of other toppers out there is that she has more layers than 3. Oh my gosh, Joanne, you're watching from Florida. Woohoo! Hi, Joanne Schulten. Hi, Shirley. So, yeah, instead of having 3 layers, like most toppers, a big, small, and big, medium, and small, these ones, this one specifically has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers. So you get a really cool sort of, I think it's called decoupage, I could be wrong, but a really cool 3D effect when you put it all together. So this is a card I made a few weeks ago. I just made it because I really thought this was a gorgeous topper set. And then I thought this would make a really fun inspirational. So I'm not going to recreate this card. It is a little bit large. So for this one, I will give you a breakdown. So I made my topper on this panel here, and then I used black to frame it, sort of a pattern paper background from Prima, and then black to frame that. We no longer have this paper in stock, so that's another reason I'm not using it tonight. And then I took this little sentiment banner and did the same thing, framed it in black and added Merry Christmas, a star form sticker. And then I also took this guy and popped him right here using a pop dot. And then because it's such a large card, I regretted my decision. So I took my card base and here's where I got fancy. So I tried to make it into a fun fold. So when you stick that piece in there, you get sort of a triangle, and that's what actually holds your card up like a stand, if you will. So yeah, we're going to keep tonight's much more simple, but I will have that in the background so we can admire it. So the wonderful thing about the Katy Sue topper sets is with every topper set, you get 3 different panels in each set. So here's one that I worked with, and here are my bonus 2. So we're going to use one of these bad boys tonight, if not both, but we'll start with one. So first things first, this comes with different numbers on it. So these actually number the different layers. So you're going to look for number 1, and that's the actual sort of base here. And so I'm just going to go and punch that out. Oh, hi Bella, thank you. Appreciate that. They look really pretty when they're done up, so I thought this would be a fun inspirational topic. And we have lots of different ones. So if you guys like what you see, click on classact.ca go to Shop, Inspirational Thursday, and you'll see a category I made featuring all of the Katy Sue toppers. So there we have layer number 1. Now, as you may notice, some of these little punch-out pieces are very, very small and delicate. So I'm going to be working with 2 different Pop Dots. So I have these ones, which are the nice circle tab ones. And then I have these little itty bitty ones from Stick It adhesive. So I'm going to be using them for the really small parts. I'm just going to set them off to the side. And now I want to find number 2, which is going to be this basket. So same idea. I'm just going to punch out layer number 2. And because this one is nice and large, I'm not going to use my little fiddly Pop Dots. I'm going to just use my regular ones. And then you might find a couple little extra pieces that you got to punch out. But they punch out really nicely. So they're a good product to work with. You just got to take your time. Don't rush when you're crafting. I've learned that the hard way more times than I'd like to admit. And I'm just going to add my Pop Dots. I like to go heavy-handed on the Pop Dots because it gives it more structure. All right. Hi, Linda. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining, guys. Very excited. I feel like it's been a while since I've done Inspirational. Sandra has been doing such an awesome job, and I really appreciate you for doing it. But now it's my turn. Okay. So I'm just going to line that up. Now, one of the cool things with these is you can actually offset pieces, and it looks kind of cool too, but for this big layer, I'm just going to try to keep it where it looks like it should be. So now I'm looking for number 3, which I'm going to assume is this piece here, because you're generally working from biggest pieces to smaller pieces. So I'm going to call this guy layer number 3. I'm just going to gently punch him out as well. Easier said than done. There we go. Punch out this little white piece here. Voila. So, same thing. I'm just going to use my bigger Pop Dots. And I'm just going to stick this layer on top of this one. So already, we're coming on to our second layer. So it's going to look really cool and 3-dimensional by the time we're finished. There we go. Okay. I wonder if this is considered layer number 3 too. I don't know. I'm going to take a gamble and punch this part out too. We can learn the hard ways. So this one's getting smaller. I might have to switch Pop Dot soon. And I think that just lines up nicely with that. Yes, Lori, good question. You do get 3 of them in each pack. And that's not to say I haven't known a few of us to like stretch it out even further and use them for like different things. So, you know, you could potentially use this as one card front, do up a whole poinsettia just on this one, use the embellishment. So you could really push it. But yeah, minimum 3. All right. I'm going to say while I'm ahead, or is this piece number 5? Yeah, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead because this looks like it goes on top of layer number 4. Yes. Okay, so now we're moving on to number 4. Just gonna punch out these little doodads here. Hopefully y'all can see me on camera. So when I'm punching these, I find it's like easiest to hold it close to like a flat surface and then sort of pull the paper up and punch it with my finger. But everybody has their own style. Whatever works and gets your pieces out safely is great. Okay, I think for these ones I'm going to switch over to the smaller pop dots. And I haven't used these ones yet. It's a brand new package. Oh. They don't want to come out. There we go. And same thing, I'm just going to flip them all over and start adding my pop dots. This part takes focus, guys, because they're so small. Alrighty. So I'm going to start with this piece here. It's like some teeny tiny berries. Oh, looks like it lines up right about there. Next I'm looking for this one. It's so tedious, you guys. Thanks for joining. All right. Is anyone excited for Halloween? I know that's, gosh, I think Monday? Just check my calendar. Tuesday. That'll be fun. Okay. So that's going to go here. And see how we're starting to like really kind of build up some nice layers. I mean, it doesn't look great from the side when I show you, but from the front, it looks gorgeous. Okay, I believe this one is this little poinsettia here. So pretty. I love poinsettias at Christmas. I know we always used to get them for my grandma. Like sort of a, you know, you go visit at Christmas time and they make a lovely little hostess gift. So we would always stop off and grab one whenever we went to visit. It's coming along nicely. Okay, so that's layer number 4. I missed these tiny leaves on layer number 3 because I wasn't ready to open my pop dots, but let's just stick them down. And for these guys, even though these pop dots are small, I'm just gonna cut one in half and make it even smaller for these leaves. And even if you don't have small pop dots, you can just cut your regular ones. That's what I did my first round. And then I was like, I'm gonna get some small ones. I'm happy I invested. These live here now. Not sure exactly where they're supposed to go, but I'm gonna kind of make up a space for them. I feel like it might look kind of cool over here. There. Okay. And then we're going in with our last layer, layer number 5. Here goes nothing. And these pieces get so small. There we go. Flip everything over. Stick some pop dots on them. And then I'm gonna cut one more just to do both of these leaves. Oh no. Get back on. There we go. Well, it's nice to have you guys joining. I don't feel so silly talking to myself like I normally do. Although it's on camera now, so I guess it's proof that I chat when I'm crafting, whether you guys are here or not. Okay, this one looks like it's gonna go here. That is so cool. Oop, I stole my leaf. Got too excited. Well, look at that, it's really coming along. I love building these because they don't look like much, you know, when they're all separate, but when you put them together, they're fantastic. I think toppers are grossly underestimated because they're usually a good price point too. And I think we forget that. Oh, goodness. Where do you live, friend? Maybe down here? There, you do now. So with these little pieces, you could almost put them anywhere. See? Oh no. I'm just gonna put that one there. And voila! We have very quickly created a gorgeous card front. So, next thing I'm gonna do is I would just stick it right on the card here, but it's a little bit large on the sides, so I'm gonna have to trim them down. Let's see, what's the best way of doing this? Ruler? You know what? I'm just gonna cheat. So, I'm just gonna center it on the card here, and I'm gonna mark it with a pen where I wanna trim, and then I will trim it down accordingly. Oh, thank you, Carol. Now, because I ran out of that funky pattern paper at the store, and I don't want to use it, I'm gonna go with a beautiful matte gold foil instead. And I'm gonna trim this down to be sort of standard card size. So that is gonna be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So there's my 4 1/4. There's my 5 1/2. And then let's just trim this guy a little bit as well. Okay. And then I want a bit of a border when I mount this. So maybe I'm going to take a little bit more off the sides and a smidge along the top here, just so like that gold shines through. Ooh, I love this trimmer too. It's a Fiskars. It has a self-sharpening blade, and it is a game changer. Okay, so trim that down. And then I'm just gonna take a little smidge more off here, and a smidge more. Shuffle it over, line it up, off there. Beautiful. So now, when I go to assemble my card, I'm gonna get a beautiful gold border. I think that is just so classy and traditional for Christmas. I love the look of this. Yes to all. Okay. We're doing great so far, you guys. Now, I just have to get my tape to work. This is just 1/4 inch Express It tape, but I love it for assembling cards really quickly. I'm not a big fan of tape runners. I always seem to have trouble with them. Not always, but never looks good when you struggle on camera. So yes, Express It tape for the win. Oh, thanks, Lynn. Yeah, it's just nice and traditional. The patterns themselves that Katy Sue designs are just very, I don't know how I would describe them, but they're beautiful. Like, she has some figure skates and snowmen. There are some really cute ones like Santa Clauses with vintage cars. So those are lovely for masculine cards. I feel like even the, you know, the most non-crafty man would appreciate it. And then, last but not least, I'm going to use my corner rounder, and I'm just going to round this. And now, I'm debating, I could just stick it on nice and flat, and it looks great, but I'm debating using pop dots just to give it like another layer. Let's really push how many layers we can get with this. There we go. So far, so good. So yeah, I know Carol originally found the toppers a few months ago in the summer, and she was like, oh, I love them so much. She fell in love with the little skate, and she really wanted to do this. So this is a nod to Carol, tonight's video. I hope you enjoy watching me play with them instead. If she even watches this, hopefully. I'll make sure. Okay. And now I'm just going to do my best to center it, stick it down. And how pretty is this, you guys? Just nice and simple. If you have like a Merry Christmas sticker, you could, you know, stick it on there, or you can use, just gonna open it up, all of these extra embellishments to decorate the inside. So that's what I'm gonna do on this card. So I'm gonna use this little banner here. And I think I like this because it actually says Merry Christmas. And then you could also use these extra pieces to jazz up your envelopes or make tags, or pull into different projects too. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it nice and simple, and I'm gonna do something like that, I think, on the inside. Do this part on camera. And you know what? These would look really nice too if you edged them, but that's a tip I learned from Joanne. She edges everything, and it always looks so good. But like I said, we're keeping it simple tonight, guys. Maybe I'm gonna put this guy down here, so that leaves me a little bit of room for a message, and then I can sign my name over here. For sure, you could decorate the envelope with these. Yeah, I like that you get some extra bits and pieces. And all of these extra pieces are on each sheet as well, so I feel like they're good value. And last but not least, because I have so many extra pieces, I think I'm going to pop one of these on the back of my card instead of one of my cheeky little, like, don't you dare throw this card out stamps. There we go. And that just finishes it off everywhere. So you got your front, your inside, and the back. That was so easy. And look how pretty, guys. I'll post pictures too, so you guys can check it out. Now, another fun thing would be to use glitter or Wink of Stella or something to jazz it up. I actually have my Wink of Stella in clear, so since we're here, we might as well. I'm just gonna maybe focus on the poinsettia and the berries. Also, if you have bling, you could add bling to these. Give it like another sort of area of interest. Prismatic glitter would look phenomenal. Okay, so then when I hold it up to the camera now, you can kind of just see like a faint shimmer in all the spots that I colored. Very, very pretty. Ta-da! Okay, so that covers Katy Sue toppers, but while I was going through my pile, I also purchased this sheet a while ago. And this is just a Find It Trading topper sheet. But I think we'll use one of these as well because we're making good time. And we'll just do like a quick little topper using these. So here we also have, instead of 3 layers, we actually have 5 layers as well. So let's do one of these and kind of compare, you know, how much dimension each one gives. Why not? Okay, so here's my card background. I did this using the Doodle Pop paper that just came in because I loved it. And then I'm just going to do like a little rectangle, square. I'm going to use my corner rounder. There we go. Round this as well. And then we'll put the topper right on top. There we go. Whew. Talk about a workout. So here I have Distress Oxide and Salvage Patina and my Altenew ink blending brush. And I haven't cleaned this off since our birthday, but that works out in my favor. So here's a fun tip, you guys. One of our classy crafter friends actually came up with this. So she just took a sheet of, I think it's Nina cardstock, and laminated it. So if you don't have a craft mat, or you know, you're traveling or crafting at a crop or something, bring this with you. It's laminated, so when I do my inking on here, I'm not gonna make a mess on my table. There, just gonna blend a little bit of a background here, just around the edges. But I thought that was really cool. So she was kind enough to give it to me. And now I'll share her tip with the world. with the crafting community. I just thought this was very clever. And then when you're done, you just wipe it down and throw it back in your bag. Perfect. Okay. So there we go. So that's going to be sort of our background. And really quickly, I'm just going to use pop dots and pop this on the center as well. And then I chose the sentiment Jingle All the Way because I think that's really cute. So let's just get everything stuck on before we play around with our next toppers. But yeah, it's kind of cool to compare the two. I'm curious. I feel like you get more dimension and you know, more interesting results with the Katy Sue. But I love the Find It Trading toppers too. They're just so adorable and classic. In these Christmas ones, we have about 3 of them, but this one I fell in love with because it's Santa Claus and reindeers and snowmen. There's also a really sweet gingerbread man who I'm kind of drawn to. Maybe I'll have to add him to my stash after tonight. And then I'm going to pop this part. I should have done, there's also some toppers, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank who makes them, but they come with the 3-layer sort of topper set. I should know because we just had a whole bunch come in, but I should have brought one of those too, and we could compare the 3 in tonight's video, but I didn't think that far ahead, so my apologies. I'm gonna flip this way. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna open these guys up. Oh, thanks, Bella. She just posted the link to everything I shared for tonight's video. I think the majority of things should be listed on there, but this was a last minute decision. I found him when I came upstairs to set up for the video, and I was like, we should make these too. I'm just gonna pop out all 5 layers. And I chose to do the Santa and the snowman having a little joyride in this car. I think that's very cute. So there's also Santa in a chimney, and Santa and his reindeer friend going for a walk. I will be using all of them, I promise. Okay. So, same thing, you could start by sticking this directly onto your card base, or if you're feeling ambitious like myself, I'm going to use pop dots and see how much dimension we can get out of these. Oh, no worries, Bella. There we go. So you're working from biggest to smallest when you're doing toppers. There we go. So here comes layer number 2. I'm just going to trim one. Oop. He lives on my desk now. Excellent. So yeah, you could offset them and kind of like do something funky, but for these ones, I'm going to do my best to just line them up nicely. Make it look classy. Not too wonky and crazy like I tend to do. There we go, another layer. So cute. And last but not least, the front of Santa Claus's car. Who knew he drove a car in his time off? So again, this makes for an adorable sort of masculine card, and there we go. So here we have the Find It trading toppers, which are just very cutesy, generally speaking, not too detailed. And then in comparison, we have the Katy Sue toppers, which I feel like give a little bit more detail, a few more like, to me, this looks more layered. I think it's the same number of layers, but like, I don't know, they're just tricking me. So yeah, there we have it, guys. That's sort of my comparison between the two. I love them both. Like I said, I think toppers are a sort of underrated product. Yeah, some assembly is required, but they look phenomenal when it's all done. And you cannot get this dimension out of a sticker, generally speaking. So thanks for joining, guys. I can't wait to post the final pictures, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. So yeah, thanks again. Have a good one, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.